Today, I'm showing you the kind of approach or framework I've been using to make rumbly acid techno on the Novation circuits. And a lot of these techniques apply to a whole bunch of different hardware. So let's start this off simple with a rumble. And this white noise whoosh. The basic way I'm building these up is with a kick drum, and then a duplicate of that kick drum with a bunch of stuff done to it. And so let me just get rid of all of the processing and show you what this sounds like by itself. So I have this sidechain to the kick, and I can turn down the low pass filter to cut some highs. That's more rumbly. I want some grit back and almost some compression, so I'll turn up the distortion. That's getting more into that kind of white noise meets bass territory that I would want in a rumble. This is also very low end heavy, so I'm going to cut a little bit of lows. And then create just a wash with a reverb. And delay. I'm keeping the delay subtle, but it just kind of bounce around a bit. And then if I get back to the sweet spot settings I had earlier, that's the foundation for our groove. So I've got a lot of kind of delayed hi-hats with that ping pong delay, and hi-hat parts that bounce back and forth between these closed and open hats, and these interact in, I think, a pretty nice way. I'm going to get back to basses in a second. Let me show you one more rumble. So this is very similar. If I get rid of this processing, you'll be able to hear that. I'm also cutting off the beginning of this duplicated kick. So this is like basically unprocessed. And I've got that little octave jump in here, which adds a lot. So then, it's got a little bit of a pop there because I'm cutting off that beginning. So this is the sweet spot I was able to find where I can cut off the beginning and fade it in a little bit using slope, but not have a super aggressive like pop or click. Then I can distort it a bit, filter it down, reverb, delay. And I can build it up from there. I'm also augmenting that in this case with this bass, which is actually fairly similar to the way the rumble is constructed. I take a sound. I think that's the original, or at least the original with reverb and delay on it. Filter it down. Bit of distortion. I want to keep that subtle and foreboding, so I'm not lifting the high cut filter too much. Let's go full circle to this track though, and move on from the rumble to the bass, acid bass. And I've got kind of two takes on this here. The first is on the circuit rhythm, so let me mute this for a second. This is basically just a one shot where the low pass filter has been automated on a step-by-step basis, probably somewhat at random if I recall correctly. And I've got the resonance cranked. I messed around a bit with using the mutate feature, which will rearrange these different steps. And you can get different grooves doing that with something like this where it's like a little bit all over the place. I don't remember if I used mutate in this specific instance, but it does work for this. Layered with that though, is my actual Circuit Tracks acid bass. So if I turn up the resonance, and I can raise the filter frequency as well. And one of the big things here is this distortion. Like, that's cool. But the distortion really brings it to life. If I recall correctly, this is a patch by A Force Truly Evil, and I think most of the Circuit Tracks acid patches that I've been using are by him. I've got kind of a hodgepodge of his circuit packs loaded into here as far as Circuit Tracks patches go, so I don't remember off the top of my head which specific packs specific sounds come from. I do know that he has a pack dedicated to acid, and that is exactly who I would go to for that kind of thing. Here's another acid bass. That certainly goes a long way towards technoifying this setup. The Circuit Tracks filter can scream a little bit, and I've been having a lovely time with it. Two other quick notes about basses and rumbles, because that's very much the focus of this video. First of all, this is a song that I made not on these circuits, or at least it started life as a song I made not on my circuits. And then I exported a bunch of the individual elements and brought them onto my circuit rhythm. For instance, this kick and this rumble. So this is just a one-shot. And I tried to do this a few times, and this is really the only instance where it actually worked. I thought I would have a lot better luck with kind of pre-made rumbles that I had made myself, being loaded on as either one-shots or things that I would do sample chopping on. And other than this track, I never really got it to work right. The other thing I want to mention is transitions with basses and rumbles, because I've got quite a few tracks that have rolling bass lines and tracks that have rumbles, and I want to be able to weave between them as I please. So for example, I want to get from this to this. And since the rumble is basically a tonal kick filtered way down, if you have a tonal, well, bass filtered way down, it'll sound pretty similar. So I could do something like this. That's relatively smooth. If you'd like to hear a mini live set with a bunch of these techniques in action, you can check this out up over here. And if you'd like the full dual Novation circuit saga, I've got you covered with this playlist down over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with a new video in a little bit.